Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And Hollywood is never at a loss for excuses when a movie bombs at the box office. I can say this is one of the first time. Well, it's not the first time I've heard the weather being blamed. But yeah,
Disney's done it before.
The weather is being blamed for the failure of Blue Beetle at the box office.
It's only been out 1 week.
It's only been out a week, but Hurricane Hillary kept everybody away from the box office. Now, never mind that this movie actually did twice what it was projected to do.
Right.
I mean, it was going to bomb either way, but it did 25 million instead of 12 million.
It didn't keep everyone. It significantly hurt the box office because Southern California.
In Southern California,
where we thought everybody would show up to see the movie, apparently.
Well, apparently, because all the Latino people in Southern California, it's their moral obligation to go see this corporate movie.
Right. And since they all live there,
they only live, yeah, exactly. And that, we'll probably bring that up too. I bet they do. I bet they do. Like, well, because of the high Latino population. Oh, all right. So let's talk about this. This is weirdly coming from CBR. Which CBR, did they change their headers black now? Is this like the?
I don't know, because it's a bot run now. I don't know.
Because they're dying. Is that like the kiss of death here? We have another video today about CBR and all that. But let's talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. If you do, you'll get a woohoo.
Woohoo!
Warner Brothers blames Hurricane Hillary for Blue Beetle's low box office.
Sorry, I'm trying to think of Hurricane Hillary. I just think of Hillary Clinton.
Right? It's Hillary Clinton's fault.
Keeps saying, he's like, I think of Hillary Clinton.
People are so upset about the Trump trial that they didn't go to the Blue Beetle. Per comicbook.com, the studio told Exhibitor Relations that the storm's impact is anticipated to be significant, particularly in Southern California, where the film is over-indexing. LA, along with San Francisco, is part of the top 10 Blue Beetle markets.
How? How is San Francisco one of the top 10 markets? I mean, were they out there giving homeless people free tickets? I'm serious.
It's like, what's this? Toilet paper? No, it's a ticket to Blue Beetle.
But if you go see the movie, we'll give you toilet paper.
We'll give you toilet paper. I don't need no toilet paper. I've been shitting on the streets for 3 years. God. Okay. San Francisco used to be such a beautiful town.
I was just talking about this with my mom today.
It was such a beautiful city. You have no idea. Well, I'm sure people do. God, I lived near it in the 90s and I loved it. It was nice. So
they thought it was going to do particularly well in Southern California because it's over indexing in those areas. But the hurricane came and now it's slowing up the box office.
The first hurricane to hit Southern California in 84 years. I was going to say, I don't remember there ever being a hurricane in our lifetime.
No, it's weird. My daughter was telling me about this one person had moved to California from Florida. Why you would do that, I have no idea. And anyway, they were like, I just left Florida to leave hurricanes. Now there's a category 4 hurricane coming for California.
That's funny. Oh,
maybe they brought it with them.
Maybe. Well, now the next thing's gonna be like, well, because of global warming and the bigots in the global warming, the Blue Beetle didn't do good at the box office.
Maybe there's a reason it's targeting LA. I don't know. I'm just saying San Francisco, but one area of the country is in a hurricane. Okay, that's only been a couple days. I mean, I think that would have been after the weekend. And this one area is in a hurricane, so can't blame it on COVID now. So you're gonna blame it on the hurricane?
Yeah.
It's only gonna last a few days. I mean, there'll be flooding and some damage and stuff. Yes, I'm 100% sure of that. Florida deals with it all the time.
Yeah, right. Florida, they're just like, hey, yeah, we're come inside the theater, guys. We're batting down the hatches. I mean, geez, I remember was it Andrew? One of the major hurricanes. I remember that they had a guy walking his dog down the street, and the hurricane's like right behind him. He's like, yeah, I'm used to it. I've been here for a while. I was in the Florida Keys, and he's like, yeah, I'm used to it. Whatever. We're used to it. Not my first hurricane.
Dog just blows away.
Yeah. It's like, I got him on a leash. I'll just rein him back in like a kite, So yeah, Blue Beetle posted one of the worst opening weekends ever for a DC Extended Universe film, landing in between the Suicide Squad and Wonder Woman, 84, with 25 million.
Clarify, it's the 84, which they didn't even have in theaters, did they?
Briefly.
But they did. It was like mostly
COVID.
online. I think it was. Yeah, but it wasn't mostly online because of the pandemic.
Yeah. So they said, pandemic affected, and they said it also opened lower than Fury of the Gods, which debuted with 30 million this year. So what was the excuse for that one? was the excuse for that one. Unless
I'm sure they have an excuse.
I'm sure they will. Unless Blue Beetle shows some serious legs at the box office in the coming weeks, it will become the third DCEU film this year to bomb at the box office after Shazam and Flash.
Yeah, but wait a minute. But if it grows, it's going to grow some legs, right? Because the hurricane's the only reason it didn't do well.
Right. So next week
it's gonna be Barbie. I mean, again, but it's gonna be like the whole 3 weeks worth of box office.
Yeah.
Because it's just the hurricane.
Blue Beetle is going to return in the DCU.
Yeah, they keep stressing this.
Following the premiere of Blue Beetle, Gunn wrote on Instagram he could not wait for audiences to meet Jaime Reyes, who will be an amazing part of the DCEU going forward. Good luck with that. I think, we did a video yesterday. I think we posted it this morning, but we did a video yesterday talking about how the strikes are going to have studios rethinking their game plan a little bit. And with these movies massively underperforming, you literally could just light the money on fire and you'd be further ahead.
Right.
Because you wouldn't have all the marketing expense and shit that goes with it and all the hassle. And so just go get like a couple $100 million and light it on fire like the Joker.
I'm just trying to figure what they're going to do next week when their hurricane isn't there. Is it still going to be the hurricane's fault? And even though the hurricane's in one area, it didn't do well in general. Is it still the hurricane's fault? See, Disney did this once with Galaxy's Edge and when it opened in Florida. The weekend.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. Yep.
There was a hurricane. Yep. And because people just didn't give a shit and didn't show up, it was because the hurricanes. It was the bad weather.
It was really hot. Nobody wants to go to Disney World when it's hot.
No, that was one weekend. The rest of the time, they're blaming it all on the same thing, and that's not what happened.
It's like, guys, just give it up. Nobody wanted to see the movie because they didn't want to see the movie. Now, to be fair, I have heard the movie's not that bad, but people are done with the DCEU going to the theater. It's like, it's going to be dumped on Vudu in 2 weeks anyway. Mm-hmm. The Flash was on Vudu in it was like 2 or 3 weeks after.
Yeah,
it was
you
in
still
the
haven't watched it.
I haven't watched it yet. There's too much garbage out there. And if this were the only superhero movie this year, but there's freaking 4 DC movies this year.
That's where I kind of am with Ahsoka. I always tell people on Pirates and Princesses, I said, if anybody wants to watch it and review it, go ahead. I just can't I can't muster enough give a shit to watch it.
Yeah.
I just can't. And that's what keeps happening. I haven't watched any of the superhero movies lately because I just don't care. And I'm trying to make myself normal. I never miss them. And now I'm just like, do I want to waste my time? No, I'm going to go watch a K-drama instead, which I got to do a video about some of the new K-dramas I'm watching. But I'll go watch that instead, and I'll spend hours watching that, but I won't watch these.
Yeah, that's it. I can't even, I've heard very, very good things about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and I can't watch that. I have not found 2.5 hours to set aside to watch it. So
there's ones I might want to watch, but I get to the time where I'm like, I can watch it. I just don't want to.
I went to go see Oppenheimer because our son wanted to go see it. And
he did the Barbenheimer thing.
Yeah, he wanted to do the Barbenheimer thing.
He did.
And he needed somebody to go to Oppenheimer with him, so I went to Oppenheimer.
He didn't need somebody, but he didn't want to go by himself.
No.
I don't blame him. I hate going movies.
I've done that too, and it's kind of sad. You're just kind of sitting there by yourself. Yeah, I used to go to movies when I was younger by myself. After work, I used to work at a newspaper. And so Saturday afternoons were the only day I had off. I got half a day off a week. So Saturday afternoon. And a lot of times I would drop off pages because you had to shoot the pages with a camera and then throw it on the printing press. That's how they did it. I dropped the pages off, and then there was a movie theater close by, and I would just go catch a matinee or something by myself, and it was kind of sad. So yeah, I don't blame people.
You have me now, so
I do.
And you have the kids, so
I do. So they get to go with me. But yeah, because that was an event. People went to Barbenheimer because it was an event, and none of these movies are an event. It's just more crap.
Yeah, that's how movies used to be. They used to be an event, and you wouldn't have anywhere near as many movies as we're having now. And now it's every movie cannot be an event. I'm sorry.
Yep. So there we go, guys. Blame it on the rain. They blamed it on the rain.
Blame it on the rain, yes.
So please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, and we'll talk later.
Bye.
Help support the channel. Go to thereef.support and get early access to podcasts, videos, and other content. That's thereef.support.